ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮಣ್ದೀಪ್ ಕೌರ್ ಅವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಬೆಂದೂರುವೆಲ್ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಪೆರನ್ಸಾ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮಣ್ದೀಪ್ ಕೌರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮಣ್ದೀಪ್ ಕೌರ್ ಅವರು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಥೆರಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ PhD ಮಾಡಿದವರು. ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಫಾದಮುಲಸ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೆಂದೂರುವೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Good morning, namaskar everyone. So it is, first of all, congratulations to the channel for completing 17 years. It's really nice. And a bigger initiative, or I can say a very wonderful initiative, is that you have thought of special children, special schools on this occasion. I would say, other than the problems that special children have, a very major problem is social acceptance. So programs like these really are an eye-opener. People really get an idea that, these are the children who should be given opportunities so that they can come out of their problems. Problems like maybe they have difficulty talking, difficulty in walking, or you can say they probably behave in a different way. So again, platforms like these will give us an idea that these children also can perform good when they are given various opportunities. And these opportunities specifically should be given at the initial time, I would say, especially when they are undergoing various therapies, various treatments. That is the time majorly when we need to accept them as they are. Or we need to understand that this is the time that probably they are having a problem, but over the time he is going to undergo some treatment, he is going to come up with his problems and lead a successful life. If you think of, does it really happen? Then yes, we have a lot of examples to say that a special child, when they grow up as an individual, with the right training, with the right amount of dedication, they can really come up. Examples are, for example, if you take, there is a golf champion in Haryana whose name is Ranveer Saini. He is an autistic child who's really come up to the level of Olympics, and he's achieved gold medals and a lot of this kind of recognition. Similarly, in abroad, you have a lot of people like, for example, Temple Grandin is an American scientist. She's also written a lot of books for autistic children. She herself was an autistic, and she underwent a lot of problems to basically come up to this level. So this really shows us that it is not that when a child is born, we are really happy a child is born in my family, I have hopes, expectations, everything. But the minute I come to know as a mother that my child is a special child, it is not the end of the world. Because again, just the way any normal kid is going to come up, he is going to learn at different points. Similarly, a special child also is going to learn. He is going to overcome these problems with the right direction, with right support. He will also overcome this and lead a successful life. I can say as a mother, what exactly I want my child to do. Let's say when I am gone, I want my child to become independent, lead a happy, successful life when, in my absence. For this, what exactly is needed? Probably you need a kind of training which tells him or which teaches him to be independent. In Speranza, we mainly do this kind of training. You can say this training starts from communication or speech skills. So we start from teaching them various speech therapy techniques. Let's say if they talk, very nice. In case they don't, then nowadays there are a lot of apps, a lot of, tab related activities. A child can just open the tab and start communicating. So it is the communication is the first thing that makes them independent. You can say the next thing is I should be able to do my work properly. Let's say I should be able to brush my teeth, I should be able to dress myself up, all these skills. So that's the next area, we call it activities of daily living. So day-to-day life, whatever we do, we start teaching these children these kind of activities. It could be individually, it could be in a group session. Anyhow, when you require these kind of activities to be done, various fine motor skills to be achieved, let's say to hold a brush. So these kind of activities is what we target. Next thing, very, very important is, you can say literacy skills. For example, reading, writing, doing some basic maths. Why we need it? Let's say we are going somewhere, searching for a location in the map, reading some boards of a location, or let's say when I'm going for shopping, reading the names of those groceries. understanding that 1 plus 1 is 2, or if 2 chips packet are 10 rupees, so I'm supposed to pay 20 rupees for the 2 chips packet. Now these kind of skills again will make me independent as a child, or over the time give me a kind of confidence, self-esteem that I can do my work by myself. So again, this is the third area which is very, very important. Next one I can say is when I'm sitting idle, what do all of us do? Probably we use WhatsApp, we use Facebook, we use our phones. Keep phone aside, we maybe put the headphones and we start listening to something. Keeping that aside, maybe I am a very good painter, I start painting something, drawing a sketch, or I start dancing to a music. All these areas give us a nice leisure time activity. So I'm sitting simply, I am not, showing any behaviors, not getting angry for just sitting idle. What I do is I channelize my energy in the right direction. So this is the next area which these children should be generally taught, that in case you are sitting idle, this is where you should move your energy or channelize your energy. Lastly, job placements. So when all these things are done, let's say my child is now independent enough. Next what? So if I say that he should be independent, he should be doing his work by himself, leading a good successful life, then in that case I also need to place him somewhere so that he keeps going in that direction. So we also give this kind of job related training, keeping them or sending them to different centers, let's say to different malls, different offices. If they are good at computer skills, sending them to various offices to type something. So all these things gives them an idea that I am worth something, I am good at something, people are encouraging this. This develops a very good confidence and a good living for these kind of children. So we should remember that all these areas are the ones which are going to help my child over the time to become an independent individual. Apart from these, very, very important, I would say last area, but extremely important area is taking care of yourself. How do I take care of myself? By preventing myself from various dangers. Say there is a fire, say there is, somebody who's looking at me with wrong eyes. It could be any of these. So identifying that there could be a danger and then going about in the right direction over these. Let's say I went and told my mother that this is the problem, or probably the right communication, identifying the problem and working towards it. So we give a very important training which is awareness about their body. So body awareness includes, this is my personal space, for example, you are not supposed to enter it without my permission. Or say good touch, bad touch. So anything like this that is required for any other child is very, very important even for a special child. Why? Because special children are one step more in danger of being at a risk of these kind of problems, especially related to their body. So we must remember that this kind of training, and like a balanced diet, this kind of training in all the domains at the same time is very important in order to make my child a successful individual in future. And I really, really appreciate programs like these, so that people like us can come and educate people that there are successful people who are doing a lot in all these areas. And if there is a special child, like I said, it is not the end of the world. It is a very good opportunity as a mother to make my child something beyond his problems.
ಎಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮಣ್ದೀಪ್ ಕೌರ್ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಸವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಣಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಬೈ ಬರ್ತ್ ಮಗುವಿನಿಂದ ಅದು ಅವರನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸುವ ತನಕ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತರಬೇತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು,